this lesson, we are going to learn on list rendering. When we develop a web application, a common scenario is to display a list of items. For example, list of names, age, genders. It depends what kind of data that we'll have. So that is just an example. In JavaScript, you probably know the use of map method to quickly iterate over an array and return a new array with the desired changes applied. The map method creates a new array with the result of calling a provided function on every element in a calling array. Now let us go back to JavaScript and see what is this map method. In here, line 1, we have an array with the number 1, 4, 9, and 16. In line 3, we call the map method on an array. The map method accepts a function as an argument. Okay, so this map method accepts this function as an what? As an argument. So when we console this one, map 1 here, we expect to have this result at line number 5. How does this work? Now, if this is 1 here, we expect the x here will be 1 at the first time, so it will be multiplied by 2, we get 2. When x is equal to 4, multiplied by 2, we get 8. When it's 9, we get 18, and when it's 16, we get 32. This thing will be very simple when you go to a real example in ReactJS. But this is just an idea of what we are going to do in React. So we say this is the concept behind the rendering in React. How does it work? Let us get inside our VS Code. Now in VS Code here, we are going to create a file inside of components, and this file will be item list.js. This will be functional component since we don't use state. So I will have to use my snippet rfce. Then inside here, I'm going to have a constant of items. Okay, so I'll say items here. These items here will be in array. I'll choose the simple items like mango, orange, I'll have apple, oh sorry, it's apple, okay, comma, I'll have banana. Enough. Now let's go and display here. So I'll have my h2 tag here, and I will have to display. So I'll have write items here, this variable declared from top here. Then since it's an array, we are going to have to start with 0 here. Then I'll copy again 3 times. Why? Because I have 1, 2, 3 more items. So here I'll have 1. Oh, sorry, we have forgotten to take the whole thing here. Okay, great. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here, this will put here 1. We are going to have 2, and here we are going to have 3. I know since you have a basics of JavaScript and also array, now here you understand what is this. So let's get to our ReactJS and import our component inside here. So this is item list. It's there already. Make sure to close your tag and make sure it's uploaded on the top here. So what we go, let's go to our browser and check if we have mango, orange, apple, and banana. Great, we have them. Now here we have successfully displayed an array item, but our need is we need to use a map method, okay, to display the same thing. How do we do? Let's get back. So here we'll take it off first. and I'll put my open and close brace here. Inside here, I'm going to have these items. Make sure you put the same variable that you have declared here, otherwise it won't work. So dot map, okay. Inside here we are going to have item again. I will use the same, just item. You can use anything here, okay, it's your choice. As we saw from X there, that here we had an array last time there, but inside here we have an X and again X after our arrow function. So this one here it's not necessary to be like the same as this, but it should be the same as it after an arrow function. So we are going to have our arrow function here, then we are going to have our h2 tag here, and inside our h2 tag here, then what we are going to display, we need to display what? Item. Let's get back to our browser and see. Great. So we have managed to use a map method to display the same thing. Now, we are able to put our code or refactor them in a bright way. How do we do this one? Now, let me inside a function here declare another variable. I'll say const what I say, item list, okay, item list will be equal to, then I'll copy this thing all of it here, I'll cut it off and I'll put it here, okay, and this one here, let me take this off here and this one here off. Will have my div here. Oh, take this one off. No, this should be there. I'll have my div here again, but inside the div here I'll have to display what? I will have to display my item list, this one here, okay. Now let's go and check the magic. Great, we have the same thing, okay, but right now our code look very nice. Now let us think of another approach. Assume we have an array which inside of it we have an object, okay, and we need it to render in a browser. How do we do it? First, let's take this one off here and I will write this one here. I'll give this name fruit equals to, then I'll have this array, and inside here I'll have the object. This object will have the following properties, okay. We'll have ID, we'll have name, okay, name here, the first one is mango, so okay, and what another thing can we have? Price, okay, we need to see to know the price, okay, price, this price of mango, 8, okay, it's 80 shillings, okay. Now let us have, we had 4 item, or let we have 4 fruits here, so I'll copy this one here, I'll paste here, I'll paste again, and I'll paste once again. So this will be item 2, item 3, and this will be item 4. So this one here will be orange as it was before. Orange price is 100 shillings. This one will be here apple. The apple will cost 1000 shillings, and here we are going to have banana, and the banana costs 200 shillings, okay. Now what we need to display to our browser is we need to display the price of mango is this one, okay. So we'll have a list of first one, it will display a name of our item and its price. So how do we do this one here? We go here, okay? So I'm going to write the price, the price, yeah, the price of what? Okay, this item dot name is, okay, so this one is, I'll have your item then dot what? Price. You see, so here it will display for us the four item 1, item 2, item 3 and 4, that the price of mango is this one, okay, the price of orange is this, the price of etc. So let's go to the browser and check it. Oh, we have an error, okay, the line here items is not defined. Okay, fine, let's get back. Now one thing, when you get error, it's make you be good, so don't scare them. I was also really scared about errors at the beginning, but as I go on, I get confidence and I enjoy having error because I get a way more to learn. The problem is here is this one, okay? We have the variable that hold our array is a fruit, and here we have what? Items. So we need to write here fruit. So when you get back there, things will be bam. Great. The price of mango is 800 shillings. The price of orange is 100 shillings. The price of apple, etc. So we have managed it to do this way as an array, but inside of it having objects. Let's get back to our browser, to our VS Code. Now here we might need also to have a need. We can refactor again and have a best code. So let me take this one here, this one that displays our code from here, okay, and I will create another component here, and this component I'll say matunda.js. Matunda is a Swahili word, means fruits, okay. So I'll have again the functional component, so I'll have my snippet rfce, then inside here I will paste our JSX here that we render here. So we will render this time at this component here, and we are going to use again a concept of what? Props, okay. So here I will have my component called matunda, okay. Make sure the matunda component has imported on top, and here we are going to have a prop. This prop I'll call it item, okay, equals to, then here I'll write item again, okay. Now let us do it this way here so that we can see it in a better way, and also that way, okay, great. So the next thing is we need to pass our prop, okay. So how do we pass? From here to our matunda component. So I'll put that cal press. So here I'll write item, okay, item, this one, we should be able to be the same, okay. So here things are great. Now we need to expect in our browser that there's no any changes, things should be the same. But here we have been trying to do some restructuring, okay. We have refactored our simple application, okay. meaning that we have tried to use some concepts that will in the previous videos of the probes how we can do these stuffs. Okay, so let's go back to our browser. Bam, so great, this is so nice. Now there is one thing we need to understand from here, of which we are going to learn in the next video. When we go to our inspect here, okay, let's still inspecting, taking longer than unusual. Okay, we have an error here. Warning, each child is in a list should have a unique key probe. What is this thing? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification. Then we'll see it in the next video.